Hi guys, and welcome back to the Finicky Cat channel. Today is a dual purpose podcast and video. Going to post it in the podcast, but definitely cat owners can benefit from today's conversation. So what I want to talk about is a really great question that came up yesterday when I was talking with a colleague of mine, Colin, and he keeps hounding me on what does environmental enrichment mean during a cat visit or during a cat sitting. And we keep circling back to this question. So obviously, it needs to either the information needs to be repeated or we're not getting the point across for what does environmental enrichment look like for a cat. Many times, the pet sitters come in, they're used to working with the dogs. They could get the dogs, let's go for a walk, let's go for out in the backyard, go potty, they play ball, and all those kinds of things. So what I want to cover today is what that might look like for a cat or a cat sitter. The first time I ever really heard the term was decades ago when I was a volunteer with the Cleveland Metroparks Zoo. And it was used in reference to working with the gorillas and the big cats. And if you ever look at some of the videos online of zoos providing environmental enrichment to the big cats, we always get a chuckle. Oh, look, they gave the big cat a box and he's playing in the box. Oh, look, they gave the big cat a giant ball to play with. Or, oh, look, they gave the big cat some watermelons or pumpkins to play with and move around and chew on. Those kinds of things. Those kinds of items are considered environmental enrichment for the big cats in the zoo. So what does this mean for the cat sitter coming in to visit the domestic cat? And that's what we're going to get into today. So let's get started. So defining environmental enrichment for the cat, for the domestic cat, means adding things to their environment that is going to be of interest to them, that is going to engage them, or is going to lessen their fear, anxiety, and stress. So those are things we want to consider. And every cat is going to be different with what they need or what they may be interested in. For the cat sitter, that means keying in and paying attention to how the cat is interacting with you. If the cat is a younger cat, obviously wand toys are going to engage the cat. That's going to make your visit better. They may even coax that young, fearful cat out from underneath the bed. Those are kinds of environmental, that would be a kind of environmental enrichment. Other things you can do are add foraging games for the cats. Now, you can buy foraging toys, but if you're a cat sitter, you're probably not going to want to be spending extra money for toys and then having to haul them home, clean them, and wash them. That's when I often say, consider, look around. I actually save my paper towel tubes and I save my toilet paper tubes. Why? These become foraging tools at my clients' homes and I can leave them there. Or I can throw them away at the end of the visit or whatever. All you're going to do is fold in the ends one side or both sides, doesn't matter. You can do just one side if you don't know if the cat's going to be smart enough. Sometimes that happens. You have to teach them how to do this because nobody's ever inspired me before, says the cat. And then you can cut little holes in there and then fill it with kibble or fill it with cat treats. So that's one type of environmental enrichment that you can add to your cat's visit time or life and improve the quality of their visits. You can also do multiples of these, stash them around the house as a foraging game for the cat. Starting out on that first day of the visit, you might try just one, and then the next day 2, the next day 3, maybe slightly different locations. And now that cat has something to look forward to. That cat, you'll find, is going to follow you around to see, where'd she put it this time? Where'd he put it that time? Okay, I can find all these. And then you have to come back in the next day and find them yourself to refill them. So that's one option. Another option is you can try Phoebe's foraging mice. If you're a cat owner and you want to splurge, you can do that. You can use the catsitter treat ball. You can do those kinds of things. Another option that you have as a professional pet sitter, depending on your budgetary constraints, is to leave little gifts for your kitty clients and set them up. And I often will set them up and then just leave the empty box for the owner so they know what it is and where it came from and that kind of thing. But a few months ago, Aldi's, by us, we have an Aldi's, and they had a whole bunch of cat things there. There's a Catterday haul video. I'm going to link it here. And you can see what I snagged up for my kitty clients that was within my budget. You know, they had these little cat houses. Why not? They had one of my favorite to leave, of course, are these little scratch pads to go. Yeah, it's a little wave board, not horribly big. It's got a little catnip in there. Cats love them, and it's a fresh scratch board for them. And I don't know, I think I spent $5, maybe $7 for a few of these. And again, you know, staying within budget, staying, you know, budgetarily constrained. When you're kind of nosing around in the pet store, or you're looking online at Chewy deals, that kind of thing, keep it in mind. These are little items that you add that it helps enrich your time with the cat, helps the cat realize, oh, she's bringing goodies for me. She's bringing treats for me. She's bringing toys for me. She brought a favorite scratch pad. These are things that can win over the cat. Like, okay, now you're my BFF. You're my best finicky friend. So, other things that you can do. One of the big ones that I really find very effective at coaxing cats to come out is to offer them what we call sniffs. And sniffs are the open window, the open slider door. Those kinds of things can really get that shy cat to be like, oh, that's fresh air. We like to have our sniffs. And when they come out to enjoy that window perch or look out the door, just sit and be quiet. You don't have to get up and go interact with them right then and there. They're trusting you to give them time and distance. And that open window or open door, again, is a signal to the cat, okay, you're normalizing things in my house. And this is one of my favorite things to do, is to sit by the window or sit by the sliding door and you went out and you filled the bird feeder for me, man, you're the best cat sitter around. Those are things that are kind of, I'm anthropomorphizing, big word, what the cat may be thinking. And that is, this is the person I can trust. So, environmental enrichments. Another thing that you can offer is if the client hasn't quite turned the heat on in their home quite yet, you can, hey, the kitty likes to lay in a certain spot and you know where that spot might be. You might offer to put, and the heat's not on yet, but the nights are getting chilly, is you can offer them not a heating pad, but offer them one of the K&H heated kennel pads. These pads do not turn on until the cat is on the pad, until the cat walks on the pad, and they're low voltage. So if they upcheck on it or whatever, it's not a big deal. They're not going to get shocked or anything like that. They're very low voltage. And many times you will find, oh, the kitty actually loves this heated pad. And I've been known to leave them behind. I admit it. Because the cat loves it so much that I'm not going to take it away from them. And the owners will report back to me that, oh my gosh, they really love this thing. And I'm like, yeah, of course they do. It's warm. And as we're headed into the fall and the winter, that kind of an enrichment is really helpful for the senior cats that you may be cat sitting and visiting with. So when we talk about environmental enrichment, that's the kind of things we're talking about beyond the Feel Away plugins or the Feel Away spray on your clothes. So it's about, adding value to your cat sitting visit, adding value to the cat's life, and again, just understanding that you may visit the dog and go out in the backyard and his environmental enrichment is suddenly play ball, or his environmental enrichment might be the frozen Kong in the freezer that the owner said, give this to him on this night. You can even do that with licky mats and wet cat food or the churro squeeze tubes. Is you can squeeze that all out onto a licky mat and freeze it. And then as you leave, go ahead and put that licky mat out for the cat. Again, it's a type of foraging, it's a type of puzzle toy for them. So those are just a few thoughts about environmental enrichment, things you can do, things you can explore, things you can try with different clients. And if you like this type of content, remember to like, subscribe, share my video, and comment down below the video on YouTube, and let's get engaged and let's help each other elevate the cat sit. That's it for today, and I'll see you on the next video.